Alright, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to start our first official class for the stock market, okay? So I'm going to be teaching you guys the basics of what you need to know, because I actually did receive some emails from some people who have seen my videos, and they said they had no idea what I was talking about. And so yeah, the whole point of university is you go to class and you learn. This is what this video is for, right? So I'm going to be teaching you guys some stuff here. So what I have up on my screen here is basically a comprised list of the various sectors that are in the stock market world, right? And by sectors, you can kind of see them here. They're listed right here. So I could show you them. This is what you would call some sectors here. And you can also see them here. So we have information technology, consumer discretionary, consumer communication services, healthcare, consumer staples, industrials, energy sector, materials sector, right? Stuff like that. So those are some sectors, right? It's not necessarily needed to know to make money, but to give you a quick rundown, this is what they are. And so in information technology, you can tell, right? We have stocks like Apple, sorry, we have stocks like Apple, Microsoft, um, Oracle, Adobe, right? Dell, right? And then in communication services, we have Facebook, Google, Disney, Netflix, right? Um, Verizon, AT&T, stuff like that. Okay, in consumer discretionary, we have Amazon, Tesla, right? HD, we have Nike, right? Just some names to know. Financials, Bank of America, or sorry, yeah, Bank of America, um, JP Morgan, Chase, all that kind of stuff. Goldman Sachs, and you get the gist of it, right? So that's what you need to know, right? That's all you need to know. You don't really need to think too much about sectors and stuff like that. That's just back burner stuff. But what you want to know about is individual stocks that are within sectors, okay? So to take a look at something like Apple, for example, right? You'd want to see the chart, because this is how you can make money from this sector, okay? So now I've pulled up the chart for Apple here, right? And this is what it looks like now. So what you can see is that Apple has this trajectory, right? It's going up in price, right? So I'm trying to make this as easy for you to understand, because I've had some people say that the words that I use aren't making sense because it's a little more advanced, right? Um, but yeah, so basically this is what you can see, and we are on the daily time frame, which you can see by this D right here. Put right there. That D means it's the daily time frame. Okay, so each of these candles here, this one, this one, this one, every single candle on this chart, they all represent one day of the stock market, right? So one trading day, right? So this was, let's see here, this candle here was on June 10th. Okay, this candle here was June 23rd. This one here was July 9th, right? You get the idea, right? And then this one was the latest trading day, which was just on Friday, on the 8th, or sorry, on the 7th of August. Okay, so each of them represent one day. I'm currently using this platform called Thinkorswim, right? And basically that's a TD Bank, if you've heard of them. They own this application. I use this for diagrams and stuff and for my videos because it just looks better. The application that I currently use, my brokerage to trade with, is, you can probably see it down here, this icon there. It is with Interactive Brokers, and they're like an international broker, and basically they have really low fees, and because I live in Canada, um, this application that I'm showing you on, they charge $10 per trade, and that's extremely high because in America it's actually free to trade. And then Interactive Brokers is it depends on how much trading you do, but it's usually around like $2 per trade, so it's a lot cheaper in that sense, right? And it's a lot smarter to use something like that. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be showing you kind of this application and what you should be looking for. Okay, so I will be making videos on specific strategies and how you should make and tailor your strategy to yourself in future videos, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be kind of showing you just some easy examples so that you can follow along, right? Since you're probably very new to this, right? So I'm going to dive into candles first of all, just really quickly. So you can see there's green candles and then there's reddish pink candles, right? This means that the stock opened up. I'll show you a green candle first just to make life easier, okay? So you zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this candle right here, right? See this flat horizontal line here? That is where the candle opened up. So at 9:30 when the market opened on um, on July 31st, right? This candle opened up at around 410, right? So this is a price chart. This is the price. These on the sides here are the prices of the stock, and these are the dates down here, right? Okay, so this is where price opened up, right? So this over here, this horizontal line up here, is where price closed. So at 4 p.m., that's when the market closes. 9:30 a.m. is when the market opens at Eastern Standard Time, where I am, right? And so what this means is if price opens up below um, where it closes, that is an indication that the day finished green, okay? So for example, this one, what happened here? Price opened here and closed here. That is why the candle is green, right? And I'm going to make separate videos on candlesticks and strategies that you can use to profit, which is what I actually do. I use candlestick strategies, all types of different strategies to make money, right? So this is a lot to take in right now, but I'm just going to give you basics and I'll dive into other videos later on. But I'll show you now what a red candle looks like. It's the opposite. You'll understand it as this goes on, but this means that this horizontal line here for a red candle means that this is where price opened now, right? And this is where price closed down here. So it's the opposite. So price opened up here and price closed here. This is why it's a red candle, okay? And then you might be thinking, well, what are these wicks? What are these little lines here, right? Um, these are what is called or referred to as a wick, okay, or a shadow, or all these types of names that you'll be hearing in my videos and stuff like that. That's what these are, and what it indicates is that on this day, on July 15th, right, price opened up right here at around, like, let's just say it's 400. It opened up at 400. It dropped all the way down to, let's just say, 390, but then rebounded. Okay, let me show you this a little better. So opened here, right? Open, right? Came down. This was the low right here. And then came. So what happens is buyers will push the stock back up. And I know this might get a little confusing, but buyers push the stock back up, push the price back up, which was indicated by this wick here. Okay. And then ultimately we ended up closing at this horizontal level here, okay? And that is why this candle is red and this one is green. So using that analogy, we can come over here and look back at this candle. We can see that it opened here. This was the open, right? What happened at some point during this day was we pushed all the way down here, okay? And this was our low, right? This was the low of the day, which around this 400 level, okay? And this is where buyers came in, pushed the price back up, okay? And we ended up closing all the way up here, okay? And this was the close, okay? So another example, just really quickly, just to bring this home. On this day here, we opened up around 430, okay? This was the open. We pushed all the way up, right here, which was the high of the day, okay? And then sellers, so people who wanted the who wanted to push price down, are you that's the way you can think of it if this is your first ever video learning about stocks and stuff. So we have buyers and sellers, right? Buyers want the price to go up, sellers want the price to go down. And a lot of people don't really know this. You might know this, but other people don't know this. You can make money from selling a stock. And by that I mean shorting a stock. And so what that means is you're making money as the price goes down, and then there's people who make money as the price goes up. There are about the ratio they say is about 90% of traders are bulls. And what a bull is, okay, this is getting a little complicated, I guess, but a bull is someone who is bullish on a stock, and what a bullish person or a bullish trader does is they want the stock price to go up. A bear, and you'll hear this in the videos, a bear is someone who wants to push the price down. They're someone who shorts stocks, okay? So I hope that clarifies things. But basically, the bears, the shorts, the sellers, right? They're all the same thing in that same bracket. They pushed price back down here, and this is where it ultimately closed right there, okay? And this was the close. So I hope that was that kind of helped out clear some things up. But if not, I'll definitely be making some more videos on this topic. But yeah, that's all for now. I'll give you a quick rundown, and I'll be posting more videos about this stuff. But as an introduction class, I hope this was informative enough for you. But I'm gonna leave it at this. I'll come back to it. I'll make some more videos, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.